guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a general intuitive monthly tarot reading focusing on the energy surrounding us during the month of March 2018. For this reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. Any clarifiers, if I need to use them, I will be using the Klimt Tarot. It's the mini, it's the pocket edition, right, of the Klimt Tarot. And the two oracle cards for this month, I will use the Soulful Woman oracle card and one additional one from the Power of Love deck by James von Praagh. Okay. As always, I'd just like to remind you that these readings are general in nature. The messages may or may not resonate with you. I would suggest that you check out, besides your sun sign video, also take a look at your moon sign and rising sign, because some months, one video might not resonate, but the others might, or, all three of them together will give you a more holistic view of what's going on during the month. And if you would like a truly personalized reading, the only way to get that is to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing as well as the types of videos, the video readings that I offer. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Just a couple of quick announcements. This month of March, I'll be putting out 2 full moon spread readings. These are in addition to the regular readings that I usually put out during the month, because this month of March we have 2 full moons coming up. So the first one is on March 1st, and the second one of the month, the blue moon, will be on March 31st. So be looking out for those, and also be looking out for the drawing giveaway video I will be posting. So if you're interested, it explains what you need to do to get entered into the drawing. I usually do 1 free drawing at the full moon each month. This month there'll be 2. Last month we didn't have any because there weren't any full moons, and we had 2 in January. So watch that if you're interested. You could enter to win one. It's a 1-question reading, but I usually do just similar to what the monthly reading looks like. I do a 10-card Celtic cross spread, pull clarifiers. So if you're interested, take advantage of the giveaway. All right, I will stop for now, and we'll see each of you for your reading. Have a wonderful month. Hi, Sagittarius. I hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your March 2018 reading. Apologize for being a little late with these. I've been quite sick. My voice has been terrible, so I'm at the last 3 or 4 of the readings to get out now. So hopefully my voice will allow me to get through these so I can go ahead and get them posted. As you can see, I've already shuffled off camera. I've already laid the spread here. Actually, let me go ahead and lower my camera so you can see the cards a little better. All right, so we have at the center of the reading, let me shift this just a little bit and then we'll get to the other side. At the center of the reading, we have Major Arcana number 14, Temperance, and that's crossed by the 5 of Wands. In the foundation position, we have the King of Swords. He's been appearing quite a bit, this King of Swords, this Knight of Swords. In the recent past, you have Major Arcana number 18, the Moon. Crowning your reading, you have 5 of Swords. We have 2 5s here, the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. In the future, the near future, we have Major Arcana number 17, the Star. You in the reading appear as the 9 of Cups. Surrounding you in your environment, how others are viewing you, you have the 7 of Cups. Your hopes and fears, 10 of Cups. And the outbound energy for the month of March as you head into April, the Knight of Swords. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the month, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'll put that one up here, so that's our overall energy. And then I do have 2 oracle cards, and I'll get to those in a second after we go through the the meaning of the main spread here. So beginning with this Queen of Pentacles card, which is the overall energy for the whole month. This is Earth energy, and it's actually the only Pentacles card that you have in your spread. And the suit of Earth or Pentacles, it has to do with the material things in life, right? So we usually associate it with our career, the work that we do, the money that we're paid for the work that we do. Has to do with our home, our family, has to do with our education, our knowledge. And the Queen of Earth, this could be, for some of you, this could be a person who's playing a significant role in your life, right, during this month of March. If so, then typically this would be an older Earth sign individual. Here she's obviously a female, but not gender specific in these general readings, so male or female, but typically an older Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo individual. And she is, she's a very resourceful person. She's very down to earth. She's kind of the ultimate, earth mother. She takes care of those around her, especially children, animals. She's very good at managing her money. She's very financially savvy. She's good at making money, but she's also very resourceful. So even if she doesn't have, a lot of money or sort of finances, she's able to make the most of what she does have. So she's resourceful. So again, this could be a person that's coming in to help you with something related to your finances, career, money, work, or this could be, you taking on the energy of the Queen of Pentacles during the month. So we'll see how she plays in with the rest of the cards here. The card at the center of the reading, and you actually have, if we move the crossing card here, we have 3 major arcanas in a row, right? Going from the past with the Moon, Temperance, and Star. So we have 3 in a row here. What's at the center of your reading? The Temperance card. This is number 14 of the major arcana, and it really speaks of balance. Okay, the Temperance card, more than anything, it's about doing things in moderation. It's about finding that balance in life. It also has to do with, sometimes it has to do with waiting, right? There might be some type of delay with this card, but waiting for something to happen in divine timing. So, since it is a major arcana card, there is a definite sense of, divine guidance, divine timing for something to happen, which isn't always necessarily, our timing, the timing that we think things should happen. And you see how she is actually pouring water into this cup of fire, and she's, instead of just dumping the water on the fire, which would obviously put it out, right? It would extinguish the fire. She has found this perfect balance to, by pouring it in there, she's creating this beautiful rainbow. So again, it has to do with you needing to have balance or find balance. There could be something going on in your life in the month of March where, things are out of balance, where you need to balance different areas of your life. You need to balance or take a more balanced approach to a situation. And then it's crossed by the 5 of Wands. This is the only Wands card that you have in the spread. Your spread it's kind of weighted towards, the major arcanas with 3 of them. We have 3 Swords cards, and we have 3 Cups. So 3 Cups, 3 Swords, 3 major arcanas, and then 1 Wands and 1 Pentacle. So something going on, between the Swords and the Cups, but also a lot of, divine guidance as well, divine intervention. So back to the 5 of Wands, we usually associate the suit of Wands with its fire energy, and usually has to do with the day-to-day matters in life. So our jobs, it has to do with our own drive and ambition and determination for doing those particular things. It's, working around the house. It has to do with creativity, creative projects. And again, our own ambition, and drive for doing those things. Now, the Five of Wands, it's usually thought of as being kind of a card of conflict or struggle or of competition, going up against other people. Sometimes in like a career reading, the Five of Wands card appears when you are trying out for a position and you are actually going up against, a number of different people. You can see that this card, it's, even though we have, the Five of Swords crowning your reading, they're different energies, because the Five of Wands usually speaks of some type of disagreement or differing views, differing opinions. But it's all about power and trying to, gain the upper hand or upper position, that alpha position. And you can see here, excuse me, you can see here that the men, they are, they're holding their wands, but it's really in more of a challenging type of stance. They're not actually attacking each other. Same thing with the lions. They're baring their teeth, they're trying to intimidate each other, but they're not actually attacking. So, that's why it's usually sort of more of a struggle, kind of an argument, a struggle. Sometimes it speaks of a delay, and we did have the Temperance card. So there might be something going on where, if this is in the work sector, you are having to deal with people who, have differing opinions. If so, then you are just, you are being asked to keep, sort of take an even approach, a balanced approach to dealing with these people. If this is you going out for a job and there's a lot of competition, maybe, you're waiting to hear back for the Temperance card. You could be waiting to hear back about this position. So again, patience is needed. There might be some type of delay. We have here at the bottom, in the foundation of your reading, this King of Swords. And you have at the foundation the King of Swords, and crowning you the Five of Swords, right? And the outbound energy is this Knight of Swords. So quite a lot of Swords energy. And the Suit of Swords has to do with its cerebral energy. It's our thoughts. It's the suit of the mind. It's our intellect. It's how we communicate as well. Our thoughts, how we resolve if there are issues to be resolved, arguments. It's how we use our intellect and how we communicate to resolve those situations. And the King of Swords, again, this could be a person. You do have the King here and the Knight over here. So with these two court cards, they could be people that you're dealing with. If so, then the King of Swords would generally be an older air sign individual, male or female, right? So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. This could just be an event, situation, something happening, coming in for you. This could be you taking on the energy of this King of Swords. But the King of Swords he's a very fair individual. He's somebody who, he's very good at using his intellect to resolve situations. A lot of times he appears if you're, excuse me, if you're seeking legal counsel, if you're seeking out the help of possibly a lawyer, it could be a judge, somebody in that type of position, because he's very honest, he's very truthful, he's good at cutting through and really getting to the heart of the matter. He uses his intellect to do that. He's good at, weighing up the different sides and then, making, coming up with a ruling, making a decision. So that's at the foundation. In the past position, you have the Moon. And the Moon card speaks of, it can speak of hidden things, right? Uncovering hidden things. It can have to do with like hidden messages that come through, for example, in our dreams, so receiving those types of messages that are, a little bit out of the ordinary, but coming through in unexpected ways, such as through our dreams. It can be whereas the sun, comes in to illuminate a situation and to shine its light and to provide you, warmth and guidance, and kind of shine its light to shine, to open up the path for you. The moon is a little bit different, right? The moon tends to, even when its light does come out, it still shines, there are still shadows, there are still hidden things. There's still things that we're not able to make out, which is why we have to rely on our psychic abilities, our intuition, right? We have to listen to or pay attention to those messages, the repeating numbers, the signs, the synchronicities, our dreams, messages that come through in our dreams. So this does appear in the past. So for some of you, there might have been something that came to light in the past that some type of hidden or situation or something that you found out that was uncovered in the past. I mean, this is in the recent past position, so it could be over the last couple of weeks, going back to last month. But what's crowning your reading is this Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is not a great. It's not a great energy because yes, it's a 5, just like we have this 5 of Wands, but, the 5 of Swords is actually about, feeling as though you have been betrayed, feeling, you can see here, let me hold this up again. You can see that the woman, she actually has, 2 swords in her back, so she's been betrayed, she's been stabbed in the back, and the man is, he's getting away with 3 swords, but he's looking back over his shoulder at her, So a lot of times this card appears when somebody has done something a little underhanded, betrayed you in some way in order to win, either an argument, win in a situation. Sometimes it can have to do with, ourselves, like if there was some sort of victory, that we achieved, but it came about by, doing something underhanded, stabbing somebody in the back, betraying somebody, so we won, but at what, what am I trying to say? Like at what, my mind just went blank. What did we, my mind's completely gone blank today. Sorry about that. Like at what expense, because with this card, it's a shallow victory, if this is you, and I feel like it could be somebody, I feel like it's more somebody who did this to you. So if somebody got away with something, it was a very shallow victory. And we know that whenever we do have this type of victory where we end up hurting somebody in the process, things have a way, karma has a way of coming back around, and things get righted in divine timing. So, but this is, this is what's, so you have Swords energy at the foundation and crowning you, right? The higher message, what's on your mind. But what you have coming up, and so the difficult energy, I feel, is more here. You might have already been through this. This might be going on, at the beginning of the month, because as we head towards the end of the month, you have some really great cards. So you have the Star card coming up in the near future, and the Star card, and you actually have the Major Arcana Star card, right? And then you appear as the Minor Arcana Star card. So, the Star card is a card of healing. So if there was some type of, betrayal or something like that, this is a card of great healing. It's also a card of wishes coming true, wishing upon a star, having those wishes come true. It's a card of moving forward, but moving forward, accepting yourself, healing from whatever the situation might have been that you're coming out of, maintaining a positive outlook as you move forward, right? And then you up here is this Nine of Cups, which is, again, it's the minor arcana version of the star card. So it's, you see that the woman here, she's wishing upon a star. She's blowing on the dandelion. The fluff is going off out into the universe. So it's setting your intentions, wishing upon a star, hoping to have whatever it is, that you have set as your desire, your wish, having that come true. And what's going on around you, or how others are viewing you, is this Seven of Cups. So, this is a scattered energy. So others are kind of viewing you, or there might be going on around you. There might be lots of options at this time, and if this does have something to do with, a job, or if this does have something to do with, you going up against other people, maybe this is you, researching, looking at different job opportunities that are out there right now. It's a card that, it's kind of like you have too many options. And when you have too many options and you're sort of taking a look at all of them, but not really focusing your energy on one of them, or even two of them, then all of that energy is just kind of, it's spent or it's wasted in really in vain, because you need to focus, pick one thing, go with that, focus on that one particular thing, and, and then wish upon a star and, really go after it. But while you're scattering your energy and, thinking, oh, that one might be nice, or maybe that one, or maybe that one, or maybe that one, you're not making the decision, and so you're not, it's kind of like you're spinning your wheels here because you're really not, setting your sights on any one particular thing. Now, your hopes and fears, you're hoping for the best. You're hoping for this Ten of Cups, right? And the Ten of Cups is the ultimate. You have the 9 and the 10 here, right? So you're hoping for that ultimate happy family, happy home life. We usually consider the 10 of Cups, it's the ultimate in emotional fulfillment. You see there's this happy family here. So we always associate it with, loving families. It could be, so for some of you, you're hoping for this, right? And so there could be the family playing a significant role as well this month. But you're hoping for the best. You're hoping for this beautiful emotional, fulfillment. You're hoping that whatever it is that you're wishing for, right, that it will come true. But then as you leave the month, heading into April, you have this Knight of Swords. So this is kind of, it can be a little bit of an aggressive energy, this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords and Knight of Rods or of Wands, they're the two fastest moving knights in the deck, and he really comes in quite quickly, right? A little bit aggressively. But he's a very forceful communicator. He's very good at, at using his intellect. He's very truthful. If this is a person that you're dealing with, then again, this would be sort of a middle-aged air sign individual, male or female. But I tend to view the knights more as events and situations, right? Because the pages usually bring in the news, and then the knights are the ones who come in and act on that news. So he's all about action. He's ready for action, poised for action. He has his sword drawn. He's, even though there really isn't any conflict or opposition in sight, he is there and he's ready to, excuse me, to take on whatever might come up. So this is you kind of hoping for the best, but also you're leaving the month very much kind of in control and ready to face whatever might be coming in as you head into the next month. Now, the two cards that you have for the oracle cards, we have the discernment card. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. And this is from the Power of Love deck by James Van Praagh. And from the Soulful Woman deck, you have card number 15, Igniting My Joy. Attuning to the highest good in myself and others ignites my natural joy. So for the oracle cards, I like to read the full meaning from the book. Let me find it first. Discernment says, One of the hardest lessons to grasp while living in this physical dimension is the art of discernment. Life is a series of choices, and you always want to make the right one for your soul's evolution. Discernment is not judgment. Discernment is living your life with a recognition of what is in alignment with your unique path. When you are centered in your being and aware of your own power, you are able to see the love and truth in everything and everyone. Intuition is the language of your soul, so it is imperative that you understand how your soul speaks to you. And the best way for you to do so is to listen. When you utilize discernment in your daily life, choices become easier, and manifesting the best possible outcome doesn't seem like a matter of chance. The wonderful Shakespeare adage, "To thine own self be true," encapsulates discernment perfectly. Remember, what seems important to you may not be to someone else. So when you use discernment, understand that it is for your own benefit and growth, and what is beneficial to you on your path to self-acceptance ripples outward to those around you. When you know yourself, love yourself, and honor who you are, you become aligned with your divine self. When this happens, you attract only good into your life. Okay, and the other card, Igniting My Joy, says, when I hold loving intent for someone dear to me, something magical happens. I ignite my own joy and happiness when I care about another and send them blessings of peace, goodwill, and ease. Now I nurture my capacity to be kind to myself as well as to others. I regularly include myself in my well wishes, my goodwill, and my loving intentions. Since we are all intimately connected, my own happiness grows from this positive attunement to myself and to others. May we all be safe and at peace and live with ease and grace. So those are very, very beautiful, positive messages to go along with your reading. So I would say, in all, it looks like, you do have good cards, especially as you are heading, more towards the middle to the end of the month. There might be some challenging kind of energy that you have to deal with, but you have these three major arcana cards. There is divine guidance going on here. Much like this discernment card, listen to your intuition. It's definitely going to help you as you move through the month of March. But I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me here today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month of March. Bye for now.